Chapter 8 of Leviathan, Ecstasies. That? Yeah, that's written correctly. Sorry. So they're just getting up the building. I guess being a cutter opens doors, right? And these doors, they can be anything. They can lead to corridors unseen before, I guess. Your eyes may greatly fatigue upon arriving at this part of the gallery. Please mind your step. I don't think his eyes are ever, like, can he even blink? Is that his thing? Maybe that's the drawback. He can't even blink. That's why his eyes are so red. I don't know if his eyes, like, is it ever explained? That's the next thing. Is it a natural ability, or is it an augmentation, or is it something akin to his ego? Which would be like a natural ability, but you need to work for it, psychologically, basically. So they're looking out. No, where are they looking? Where do they see this? Are they even seeing this? I can't tell. Oh, the others are infiltrating, I guess. Acting as MDM Enterprise. It has to be weird to work like a normal office job in the city or in any old nest, or like not even like a normal office job. Let's make it like a blue collar job, like, yeah, like they're posing to be, I guess. All right, everyone already in place. All operatives are now in the gallery. Tracking devices online. Alrighty, the game's just begun. Gird your loins, folks. How many more people are working for them? We've only seen like 6 or something. And don't be an anxious little amateur out there. Someone will fuck up and it's gonna be God. Boss is entering the 2nd floor. Target is moving to point S32. You got the word on the delivery due today, right? From the MDM? Yeah, just signed the papers. By the way, what happened to your predecessor? Oh, you know, the usual ramble about returning to the ocean before disappearing. What? Did he seriously drink a can of whale cheese or something? Hang on, man. It feels like the box is shaking a little. Stop panicking. This thing's built to stay upright. It wobbles. Right, Nunsol. It's a good reminder. If you tip that box over, saying goodbye to 5 years of salary. Those sharks really shook us down with the deal. Highway robbery, I tell you. No way we're doing business with them again. What are they bringing in? Please don't poke it, ma'am. Yeesh, wouldn't take a big guy like you to be such a worrywart. But ma'am, I don't want any blame put on me. They must be bringing a person in there, right? Fine, just step aside already. Oops. Sorry, pal. Didn't notice you're down there. This is a little bit too long-winded. Like, this entire segment, I don't really care about that. I want to see more of Vergilius and Garnet getting in, basically. I don't really care about their wannabe Ocean's 12 or whatever. So she's... That's a she, right? It's a woman. Fuck, I'm so confused. She's acting as a normal person, looking at art, if you can call it that. I assume the person speaking here is a member of the Ring. Judging by this is their like signature ring, and she's wearing other rings as well. The general public is bound to the conventional mindset of viewing things from just one perspective. However, Master Jamsoon is fond of astronomy, also known as defamiliarization. Multilateral methods stem from many viewpoints. From there we can face the world in all its reality and provoke various interactions. It would be nice if they had like an example, because this sounds nonsensical to me. The pieces in this section are partial successes to embody such ideals of the maestros. Oh my. Excuse me, are you alright? Your eyes seem... I'm sorry, I guess I couldn't hold in my emotions. Please excuse me for a moment. I'm afraid the lecture will have to end here for today. She's crying or she's leaking eye liquid, because I don't think it's tears. I think eye liquid would be a better description. What's going on? She goes away, looks at the painting, and then turns around and like it's leaking more and more and more. And then she sits down. I guess the artwork's too touching to handle, huh? Still, you might want to be a tad more careful. Is she her face is melting. That's what this is, isn't it? When it comes to the upper brass, we wouldn't exactly want them finding out. I don't understand what's happening currently. Like, why is this person crying? Maybe it's gonna be explained. Why is... I think her name is Denver? Why is she talking to her? As if, like, all buddy-buddy. Which would put me in trouble as well. Got the goods here, as you can see. Haha, that's true, but that's why you're here for me. Right. Why is she here exactly? What is going on? What is their plan? Maybe they should have explained a little bit of it beforehand, because I'm utterly lost and I need someone to just take my hand and bring me to my destination. Maybe if I keep reading it will get clearer. So she's leaving with this art person, or she's being guided by this art person to some kind of deal? So they have like a freeway infiltration going on right now? Garnet and Vergilius are just walking in, straight up. Two of them are posing as like some kind of delivery workers. And this person apparently made a deal with them under some like pretense, plopping down a bag with... Is she there to distract them? Boss and Co are still on the second floor. The Moonlight Stone courier's got in safely. Stay sharp for now. Be sure to cut it off when the time's up. Oh my, isn't this a top-of-the-line product? Plip, plip, and drip. So she's still crying. What? What's happening? Don't mention it. Now she's also bleeding. Don't mention it. Just a little nudge to give her future patron a good impression. I moved. Am I allowed to look forward to this? You know, we're just sampling the goods here, right? Don't get too carried away. I'm aware, but it would be such a shame to keep this joy to ourselves. Can they maybe explain what's happening with her face? Thanks, but I'd rather ecstasies. They're better when they're shared together. Is she on some kind of drug that makes her heighten her emotions or something? Is that why... Oh, like some ultra cocaine, hence why she was bleeding from her nose as well. Okay. Chapter 9. It's called Eye Opening. I don't really like that. I don't want to open any eyes if possible. Even my own. I wish I could just sleep. Looks like he means it. He? That's not a dude. This is not a guy. No. Why? Every member of the syndicate is like gender bent. Okay, let's get back to chapter 9. It's just shocked me. I'm sorry. Looks like he means it. Guess you'll have to dip yourself in hot water here, Denver. You gonna be okay with that? Your buddies look like they might drop dead while waiting for me. Oh, they're shaking. Fret not, the drier the ice become, the greater the joy of seeing will be. We have cleaners left? We do have some left in stock. Taking off the glass. Be sure to get your brain clean after this. It is like a drug. It looks like an electric device though, so... Oh god, no! Oh no, what are they doing with the ice? Okay, clicking. It's like a kaleidoscope. Is this what it's called? She's sweating now, flinching, sweating even more. Her veins are popping out of her neck. She's tripping hard, shaking, and oh my god. What? What indeed? Wait, is she looking at like alternative abilities and stuff here? Vomiting up bones, pieces of bones. There's a headless person behind her. Not quite headless, I guess he just had her head lowered because I don't know. Who that? It's her. But dead. She's fully like spazzing. Well, how did you like such ecstasy? Was one hell of a time, alright? Wow, this is the most... I hate like anything to do with eyes. I can't put in eye drops. Even as a child, I made like a big fuss over it. I don't think I've been to like an eye doctor. I know there's probably like a proper medical term for them that I can't quite recall right now. It's been more than 20 years since I've been. I just hate eyes. Like, I love looking into eyes if they're nice looking, and a nice smile that if you watch me, you know that I love it too, can be accompanied by a nice set of eyes. But anything with like touching eyes or like putting in contact lenses or like anything to do with anything else just getting remotely close to eyes, that is the shit that ultimately triggers me like nothing else in life, I think. Oh my, yeah, like eyes touching. I'm currently holding my hand in front of my screen so I don't see. Oh, it's like eye kiss. This is disgusting. Please, okay, we're done. Jesus. It seems to be resit season. What's resit? Like bustling? Oh god, what's happening here? This one looks comically dead. It's just an outline, isn't it? There's people watching and others are dying. Are they shooting them? Or are they dying like voluntarily? Or oh, they're getting graded, and I guess if they're not good, these are their pictures. Oh look, this one's running away. Doesn't want to die, I guess. There's like an empty space here. Guess if they're not up to par, they're getting cut. Everyone, you're out. Already flunked twice before. You won't be under ages with those grades. So let's cut to the chase. Just stabs him straight in the neck. Now it's better. The exam site had a rather large audience. A lot of the examinees are desperate backstreet residents. Art made with one's life on the line has a certain charm to it. I don't know. If I was like a backstreets dweller, I would apply to any other syndicate before I went to this, I think. Then again, I guess like, the entry point to any syndicate must be crazy. How do you even enter the index? What's like the lowest rank? I guess the people that were alongside the... What were they called? The named ones, basically. They weren't called Justicars or something, but that was pretty much the position. Now then, I bid you welcome to the 3rd floor VIP lounge. Did he not want to see any proper ID? I guess he has his ID around his neck or something, but as a color, you could just take anyone you want with you. Some things to know during the auction are... Oh, no need. Oh, look, it's Kubo. I'm already familiar with the rules. He's huge, isn't he? What a tower of a man. Isn't this a simple game? You pour in more money than the other players. This must be a woman though, surely. Please let this be a woman. Okay. Like, I mean, Vergilius shot him a short gaze, but didn't really care about it as much as, like, Kubo did, or Garnet. Interesting. Chapter 10. Resection. Okay, we're now inside the corridor. The crazy corridor. Okay, underneath the last video, I think it was, people have said, oh, why doesn't Lambda recognize the corridor? He must have read the event in Limbus Company where the sinners enter the corridors and then their respective rooms. Yes, but their rooms are explained as literally modeled after their mind, or something along these lines, which would make it more similar, in my opinion, to the departments in Lobotomy Corporation, which were also, remember, modeled after what A poured into it, basically. So, hence why they were constructed so quickly, right? Because otherwise it wouldn't make any sense. All departments would be available to you at all times. And this seems more like, okay, they have a device and they can open literally any door to this place to enter this corridor or something. Do you have like an exit or an entry, or can they just exit? Can they just leave a place and come out in the corridor? And there's like fixed doors that maybe it will get explained. I just don't think it's the same thing. It's the same technology that is in place in the bus, but it might be, and maybe people have been telling me it because they have completed reading Leviathan, and it is just straight up stated that yes. Then Vergilius took the technology to the weird-ass corridor and installed it in the back of Mephistopheles. Because it doesn't look like that, and I'm sure when Heathcliff ran in, he was done in by a monster, and if there was a monster in here, why would there be a monster inside the Singularity technology, actually? What? Why? Just, would there be any merit to that? Anyway, apparently they let them in. Just like that? Or what are they supposed to doing? It's a damn labyrinth here. Excuse me? Oh, I was saying it must be hassle to navigate this place. Gotta be careful not to get lost. This guy here, he used to go off track all the time in the streets during internship. Yeah, I'm kind of bad with directions. I once got lost on a straight street. And secretary still makes fun of me for that. Really now? Well, if you're not familiar with the geography, I suppose that sort of thing could happen. What are they bringing? What is inside of that? Okay. Maybe they just went through the corridor for ease of like reaching the destination, but why couldn't they have just brought it to the actual destination then? Is it that far away? Yeah, they're really uneasy. Rick, please come on in. Alright, we've pinned down the location. Dan was working her ass off with the mental keywords. Seems the signal's getting weak from here on. There's not a lot being explained here, and I feel like it's doing like a pretty poor job in the past 2.5 chapters to like paint a good picture of what is actually happening, really. It's a little bit too vague, even with having a visual, I think. Maybe I just don't understand. Maybe I'm retarded, who knows? I mean, it's very likely, but... Okay, they are now inside the facility where the people are being matrixed, I guess. So they're now inside the lab. So wait. They knew where to go, which was the art gallery. But inside the art gallery, they're entering the corridor. And in the corridor, they're entering yet another door, which leads them to a location that could be anywhere else. Was this their plan all along? Couldn't they have did they only enter the art gallery because they knew that it had to be connected to this corridor and thus to the lab? How did they plan ahead to make sure to pose as delivery workers that were supposed to bring things to this exact laboratory? How could they predict this? That they were supposed to retrieve something, or like that they ordered something? If they are on a mastermind level of planning like this, couldn't they have just found out where the actual laboratory is and just waltzed in, killing everyone or something? Also, didn't they enter in order to get the singularity technology? No, wait, did they enter in order to get some blackmail material? Actually, to gain money? Why would you try to blackmail a syndicate though? How dumb can you be? They would fucking kill you. They wouldn't rest until you're done. You can't blackmail an organization that's bigger than you. You have to blackmail someone who's like on a lower level than you. Anyway, they're now unpacking, so I guess we're gonna see what's inside of that. It's a very long process with many things that need to be grabbed and turned and stuff and done. Okay then, time for a freshness check. We'll open this as soon as you're ready. Opening the container now. Got it. Why are they all like? Is it cold? Is that why they're shuddering, or is it like the shock of what they're doing here? It looks like a flash thing. I mean, they open it. She gets out a knife. She cuts it apart. Is it just like jelly to keep it preserved? I hear sound. Must return home. It's all fated to break in the waves. I can't breathe up here. Help me. She's having a mental breakdown? You've worn your earplugs? It was right there in the instructions. Okay, she did have a mental breakdown. Oh well, then so we gotta finish up. He's not wearing earplugs either, fucking idiot. Really? Showed you how to wear them too. Guess I'll have to finish it up myself. With enough space. How about you put them in for him instead of letting him suffer? But okay. Ripping it apart. Snapping and snipping and lucking. these sound effects. It makes me think when someone wrote a comment, oh yeah, they really want to translate this properly and every single word needs to be exactly the way they want it to be. And so they have to talk with the actual writers behind it to convey the right thing. And then you see like rip and grasp and stab and stretch and like these really short sentences that look somewhat simplistic, I guess. But then again, you also get some stuff that is very important and most likely canon and lore relevant, so you do want to do a proper job before you tell your entire English-speaking audience the wrong thing. Okay. It proved. It's alright. I read it, it'll get better after a short wave of what exactly? High reef? Is that an actual thing or like an in-universe thing? In the sea, family should stay together. What? Oh, wait. Okay, so when she said earlier that the other workers went off to the sea, is it like a thing of the whatever they're transporting? Just sit tight and calm down. Hey, I came since I saw someone choking outside. So, is it all done with now? This has to be a dude. It has to be a dude. It looks so feminine, it must be a dude. They wouldn't show this much skin of a woman. Never ever. Done and done. All finished without a hitch. Wanna take a look? What is it? What do you say? It's thick as expected. Sure, it works just as well. I hope you'll use our service again. So they had this huge thing they were like transporting around for this little box? And what is it? Well, probably. Well, then we'll clean up and help with the rest of the installation. Okay. Apparently now it's okay not to wear earplugs. So dashing away. Back to your senses finally? Got cleaning to do. Only just getting started, so don't let your guard down. Sorry. Don't sweat it. Just do it right next time. Ma'am, let's say you were a river meandering along a course, and if you met a stream to the sea, what would you do? Wait, these are guys from Vergilius' office, right? They are not just random workers. Are they? No. Didn't they just get a walkie-talkie message earlier? Because they're acting really well. They're even tricking me. What are you on about? Still lost in the sauce? Should give your head a good smack. I wouldn't go. I'm not the type to mingle with others, if I had to say. That's true, I guess. What do you mean by that? This is not important. I don't get anything out of this conversation right now. I do understand that it's supposed to build a little bit of a backstory for these two, but at this point I couldn't care less. They lost the entry point. I'm not invested in these. The only one I'm actually invested in is maybe, or rather it is Garnet and Vergilius and maybe Denver. Just maybe. The others just had not enough screen time to be of any importance yet. Really, so this... I don't know. Wait, my head is still ringing. Don't hit me. It seemed perfectly fine from the way you're talking. And we still don't know what the fuck was in there. Or do we? Have I missed it somewhere? Have I like blinked and there was a page that I didn't see? So we're now off to the last chapter that is in manga format and drawn, or manga. The auction, chapter 11, so I guess we won't get a lot of answers and I will have to continue this in written text form, or like web novel form, or whatever you might want to call it, soon. Not this week, maybe in the weeks following, who knows. It isn't that much left after all, like maybe 2 more videos or something, depending on how long the text is. Maybe the script, when they're writing it, is actually longer than what they're showing in like visual form. So Kubo is sitting here, Vergilius is taking part as well. Is this part of their plan? What does participating in the auction do for them? Oh look, she's here, the one they destroyed the mask of. I mean, she would be able to like recognize Vergilius and go, hey, what the fuck are you doing here suddenly? They're talking, but I guess you're not supposed to hear them. Is that why it's blank? Whispering, there's like eyes on the walls. Oh, nice view you got there. She's stabbing the eyes. Are these like actual people? Why would they stay in place when they see like a knife coming their way? Or this crazy person, in fact. This entire syndicate is mental. Like, they are the most mental we've seen so far. It doesn't make a lot of sense. They are less like a syndicate and more like a cult, actually. Well, I guess, what's the difference, really, in their case? So she did now see, they're here. Actually let you in, eh? It doesn't usually happen. I guess having a color in the audience was too thrilling for him to resist. What is going on? Why are there people sitting with like... Oh, they were here from the very beginning with these cloths over their heads. This is a good picture for a thumbnail. Lambda, remember this, okay? Take this picture as a thumbnail. It's very good. Very uncomfortable. Sir, don't worry. We don't have to bow down. Or they have to do this, I guess. Rather, they'd be honored to see their works frayed by my gaze. Yes, his gaze is the best. The proper gaze. Now, presenting our first item. 43 years ago, hair was collected into this urn from every village of the now gone town in Nest U. The opening bid is 30 million an and the bid increment 5 million. Is that really special? I'm sure I could go around my village and ask everyone I meet, which wouldn't be everyone in that village, definitely I know, but everyone I meet to like give me one hair. And then I collect it. Can I sell it for like €1 million as well? How much are 30 million an actually? What's the conversion rate? 35 million. 40 million. Is she bidding with them? Can they do that? Is this allowed? Or is she just announcing that someone else held up their plate, I guess. 40 million going once. Will anyone give me 45? Yeah, we have 45 million. And now that 50 million on, will anyone give me more? Then we have a deal at 50 million on, my praise to you. Now let's move on to the second item. The elegant Mr. Stroud, going on dancing for 3 years now. Time flows 8 times slower on this stage. A luxury worth giving glances when you're born. Wait. It's an actual person and they've been dancing for 3 years. And considering that time on his stage flows 8 times slower, there must be like a TT2 thing going on there. Also, this means that it's 3 times 8, which is like 24. So in his mind, he has been dancing for 24 years? Without ever taking a break? Without eating? How does this work? Or like without having a toilet? Or the opening bid... I guess sometimes they don't need to explain shit, it's magic. The opening bid is 50 million on this time. That man, he's not even remotely interested in the items. This is supposed to be Kubo, right? It's after something specific. He's in this auction for a very particular reason, like I am. Yes, with a deal at 70 million on. Next up, we've already reached our final item of the day. It's my favorite one, and I expect will sell the highest. I'm overjoyed to present this piece to you. Apparently just a dude, by the way, just in case you didn't catch it. Heretofore, what a word. I don't think I've ever seen this word written down. An infamous syndicate known for its brutal reign was wiped out in a single battle. All of its members, including the leader, were annihilated in that incident. This is a painting that immortalizes the carnage. You see, he's remembering. This is related to him, basically. This is why this is why he, the art guy, this one, was looking at the painting earlier and said, oh, we have a very famous guest today. So what is it with the Project Moody characters going on a rampage, killing so many people at once? Okay. What is he doing with these people? They're all very horribly mutilated, like, judging by the amount of blood at least. Please, my kid is waiting for me at home. Oh, it was a trick. Wanting him to let his guard down, trying to stab him with... like a pick or something. He noticed. Bam! Wait! Lapis. Wait. Judging by the color and hair color of this person, is he muttering the name of his... he has a child waiting at home, and the name is Lapis. Is Vergilius filling up the orphanage with the children of its victims? Is that it? Is this his deal? Oh, this is sick, dude. Somewhat funny though. So what's the code? The file password is Lapis. Name of the boss's daughter. Please let me. You'll stay alive for a few hours with the cut I'm about to leave on you. Consider my thanks for having told me the code. Cheers, what's wrong with you? Like, who pissed in your cereal this morning? Okay, we have 8 images left of this utter shit show of a crazy happening here. Since this battle, the names and records have been expunged. Who they were, what they did, whether they deserved that fate. Everything about the Syndicate and its members forever remains a mystery. Okay, they were just wiped out completely from the records. Painted from the consciousness of the sole survivor unto death after onslaught. Of the sole survivor unto death after onslaught. This is the final item of the... So this person drew it? This is the final item of the day. The opening bid is 1 billion AN. I mean, you can somewhat see it in here, but like, these are the swords sticking out of them, or weapons. This is like the blood splatter and stuff. Yes, 1.2 billion, 1.25 billion, 1.3. We have 1.4 billion over here. 10 billion. Why does Kubo look like a snake? He looks like Orochimaru. Naruto fame. Whoa. You bid 10 million. Okay, we have Kubo from N-Corp bidding 10 billion on. N-Corp though, they're kind of based. It looks like he wants to win this bid badly. Do you think he's here for the same thing as us? That seems to be it. The corridor of the ring. Access granted to those who win the Meister's most cherished work. Determined to go there no matter what. The corridor of the ring. Access granted to those who win the Meister's most cherished work. So whoever bids on the last and most popular item, they get like a special sweet deal or something. What? Is there anyone else here? Alright then, let's wrap up the auction. Hey, you know, you ought to pay the full price in cash here and now, right? No. This is a joke. I have something more valuable. Information about the massacre, I guess you can say. I'm sure that you know the painting is unfinished. Something of a counterfeit. Produced only from someone's fading mind. However, what if I could complete it? I gotta say this is pretty baller. Take me to the lab. I can show you the real deal. The lab? You're just openly announcing what he's saying two things here. I know what you're doing, and I know what it is that is happening. Or rather, I know where you're doing things, and I know what you're doing there. I know that you're extracting things from these people, memories or something. And I want you to lead me to it? Hold it! This is not in line with the rules. Was it not that only the group with the highest bid would be allowed into the corridor? The moment you break the rules of the auction, you and your gallery will be put in ill repute, a major disgrace. Meister, it's 10 bill on the line. You won't gazump him, right? Ah, rules and reputation. Having like an orgasm here. This is one aha moment. And you'd been just a little more cultured. You would have realized that such things are utterly worthless before this gaze. Bang, bang! The decision is made. This painting, the Red Gaze, goes to Red Gaze himself. This was a good end, but it leaves more questions than it answers. We will have to return, and I do hope that the remaining part of Leviathan is as good as like the last 2 minutes, basically, because in the middle, like the beginning of today's video, the chapters there, chapter like 8, 9, and even like, yeah, most of 10, I guess, maybe even all of 10, that was, I couldn't really get into it as I did in the last 2 videos, or as I did with like chapter 11 now. But I guess it will continue in written text form, and I will continue reading it for you and everyone else that wants to listen to it. So bye everyone. Bye bye.